Trying again following the sack. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. They're going play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stops by Chop Robinson. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him an even 10-yard. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Here's A-Chain running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. That's cut at the 25. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out,
pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Let's go.
Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Got him, man. It's London. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A-Chain running to the right. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, A-Chain. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They give it to him up the middle. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Butker with the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
H.N., a 1st down carry. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Raiders with a long field ahead. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Looking to the air here. Mims with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. Connects on the crosser. And he crosses midfield before going out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on first down. Finds Mims. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. Complete to Mims. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. He'll throw it yet again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. From the right hash, 55 yards out. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Looking to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds his man, Gray. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We'll get a timeout here for an injured player as we look and see it's the tight end, Darren Waller, who's in some discomfort down there. Here's 2nd and 5. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
20 on second down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time. Look to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. A-chain on the inside give. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one not close to where it had to go, and this drive is going to begin from the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun here. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, looking to throw. That one's complete to London. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That finds Miller complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. That's incomplete left side. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll run it here on 3rd down, and he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. On the give, it's Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail.
Okay, ready?
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They're throwing it. Finds him on the crossing route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. From midfield now. Finding Thomas near the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 47. Throw reeled in by London. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Oh, stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will trail by 25. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. We don't... Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Caught by Miller. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still
now
first down.
we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll throw it again. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now they face second and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Let's go now.
Here he is on third and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Hey, bring it. Hey, roll.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Raiders coasting to the finish line. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set.
Design bootleg here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit.
Delayed game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down.
Set. 79 Bronco. 19 Lions.
And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty.
Downfield, offense.
So in a bizarre decision, the penalty-aided conversion is going to stand, Brock. The defense choosing to decline the call.
I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at the tens of thousands of faces in the stadium.
Yes.
I'm looking at the officials' faces. And I think we all have the same face. It is one of just complete shock.
Set. Let go.
To throw here on 1st down. Hits him on the in route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's a throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they can really do whatever they want at this point, Brock. They have earned the chance to close this game out however they'd like. Such an impressive showing here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff to A-Chain. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
3rd down run from A-Chan. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. It's a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Punt team on the field. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.